All right, let's talk about this, Mason.
Okay.
Deadline is saying that Marvel have cancelled a bunch of their shows, for now at least, and they could still happen. These were the three. There was Nova, which is the story of Richard Rider, and he has to rebuild the Nova Corp, and it's against the Nihilists and the Annihilation Wave. There's Strange Academy, where Wong, love this, he runs a school, which includes America Chavez as one of the students.
And probably Madison.
And Terra, which I...
Terra Inc. Terra Incorporated,
sorry.
yeah.
The series would have followed Terra, an immortal anti-hero who gains abilities by grafting the limbs of others onto himself.
Correct.
So the idea is that I think, there's a Brad Winterbaum, who's the head of Marvel Television. He said this to EW. My vision is to get back to more of a comfort viewing, reliable, invest in the characters over a long period of time, traditional style of television storytelling. I hope that over the next few years we see the fruits of that. Yeah, I think the idea of doing... basically doing limited series that act as extended movies. I think that era is at an end.
Which is
or
a
coming
shame
to an
because
end.
we only got a couple of those.
I mean, not really.
Well,
we got WandaVision.
We got right.
And
I think you meant more
Hawkeye.
one-shots.
And no, not one shots. No, I mean like series that they kind of did one.
One series.
Yeah, I would say most of them. She-Hulk, most of them aren't ongoing. Agatha, that's probably
true.
not continuing, at least not in that form. So, yeah, it seems like a traditional TV model where they probably crunched the numbers and went, people come back to things.
Yes.
It's easier to get people on board for something that they already know or have heard as opposed to reintroducing or doing a Moon Knight and then it disappears forever.
So we're doing Spider-Man again.
Yeah.
And Tom Holland is busy, so most of it will be a stunt double.
Well, they did say that in Avengers because he's filming Christopher Nolan's movie.
That's correct.
You heard this, I assume.
The Odyssey, yeah.
The Odyssey, his part will mostly be a stand-in and he will voice over. Which... All right, yeah. I mean, they all did that at the end.
They sure did.
Or Robert Downey Jr. did.
Yeah,
so it is what I don't think it'll make that big a difference.
No.
I would say so. Yeah.
Wild to me that they thought about putting Terra Inc. in a.
I don't think I've ever even heard of this.
He had a regular run in the 90s. He had a Marvel Max series.
Is it from 92? They said. Was that right?
Around about then. Yeah, would have been. But yeah, he's just a weird zombie-looking guy in a trench coat, and he absorbs people's powers. Yeah, crazy. This is a zombie, essentially. I guess people like zombie stuff.
Yeah. My son said to me today...
Go on.
He goes, if you could... Because he's loving everything Marvel at the moment. He's making his way through all the Marvel movies in the weirdest order you've ever seen. I love it. Yeah. But he goes, if you could make a Marvel TV show or movie, what would it be? And I said... I think you would enjoy something like this. It would be a multiple-man movie where... Because, he can go off and... he can learn different things and whatever and whatever. But
I think we all can, James.
But he can do it multiple times with multiple men. But he's somebody impersonates him and does a murder. Okay. But he has to clear his name, but they think he did it because he's multiple man. And so he can't be like, well, I wasn't there. Well, it's like, well, you can be there. You can be literally anywhere.
That's fun.
And it ends up being, I don't know, the Chameleon or Mr. Sinister or whatever.
The Little Chameleon?
Yeah, the Little Chameleon.
Whoa.
I think the idea of a guy trying to clear his name who was a criminal and also can be literally multiple places at once, I think
that sounds like a lot of fun.
And I came up with that on the spot.
That is great.
I'm incredible. That one's not free, by the way.
Wow.
That's mine and Marvel if you want to use it. I invented that. Okay. It's also probably a story already.
Well, I mean... Potentially. I mean, and then that also works because he had a series many years ago called X Factor where he was in a detective agency.
There you go.
So yeah, he's make it kind of noirish, and he's a man in shaky ground with the law, and then maybe he did a crime, but actually was a little chameleon.
And you know what my son also said. Can he send off another man and that man can go to the toilet for him? And my understanding is that if he makes a copy of himself, it's in whatever form he's currently in.
Correct.
So if he needs to go to the bathroom, then the copy will need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, both of them would need to go.
That's what I thought. So you need two toilets.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
Yeah. Or one would have to wait for a while.
No, one sits down, the other one pees through the legs.
Oh, that's terrific. That's really good.
You can't have that idea either. That's my idea, Marvel, if you're going to use it.
All right.
Yeah.
Has your son seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No, not yet.
I reckon he'd like it.
Oh, definitely. I just haven't got around to showing. Because also, unlike me, he has to go to school and do art
that's
activities.
True, yeah.
I can.
And if he's currently pumped full of Marvel movies in a random order, you don't want to add to that with another completely new universe.
And then he's like, "When's the next one?" I'm like, "Never,
never. Maybe 20 years." Different cast, different creatives.
Worse.
Yeah, it will be worse.
This shouldn't have been good.
Yeah. This was lightning in a bottle, this one. There were 3 before this. They were all bad. They got worse. Here's a clip. Show him a clip.
Show him a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've got some Daredevil Born Again release dates.
Okay.
Episode 1 and 2, March 4th.
All right, that's not far away at all.
No, episode 3, March 11th. Following week on the 18th, episode 4. And then episode 5 and 6 on March 25th. And then after that, there's 3 more episodes. And I think the idea, it's been speculated that they want to get this wrapped up before Andor starts again on April 22nd.
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm hoping Daredevil is an example of retooling a show or a movie, and it's completely for the better.
I would hope that also.
I mean,
I hope it's not worse.
From what I've seen, it looks good.
Yep.
But I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
A short clip, a trailer was released this week, and it had Foggy in a second location, and people were like, "Oh, he's not dead. He's not immediately being killed in this show,
knew it.
unless he's killed in the third scene."
I didn't know it then. Yeah. Let's talk about Marvel Rivals, how they fired a bunch of people. Sorry, they call it significant layoffs, or it's been called significant layoffs. Marvel Rivals game director Thaddeus Sasser shared on LinkedIn, yuck, that NetEase...
But Thaddeus Sasser, incredible.
Great name. NetEase laid off the entire US-based team. This is such a weird industry. My stellar, talented team just helped deliver an incredibly successful new franchise in Marvel Rivals for NetEase games, and were just laid off. Oh well, times are tough all over. Let's find these incredible people new jobs because we all need to eat right. What is wild about this is like, how do you even succeed in this industry where if a game does poorly, you get fired, or if it does really well, you still get fired?
Yeah,
like
crazy.
What the fuck is happening?
And like...
Efficiency is of what?
Yeah. Surely, and I don't have any examples here because I'm out of the loop, but surely there are examples, probably many examples in the past where you had a team make a game for a company and it did pretty well, and then they made the sequel or a subsequent game for the same company, and it just blew up and it was incredible and it was a huge
That happens
success.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Assassin's Creed.
There you go.
They keep doing it.
Yeah, they just keep doing it. But
Yeah.
like the idea of like, no, what are the odds they'll make another Marvel Rivals, or they'll make a sequel or improve on this
And
in
we'll
any
need
way?
to, yeah.
We'll need to bring them back. Well, they're all fired. Whatever.
Yeah.
We got the profit for this quarter. So
I also think this stuff does sour people who are gamers. Like genuinely. Like
and they're sour enough.
Exactly. Like I fired up my PlayStation 5 the other day because I had to do something. I
yeah.
can't remember what. And then it asked me to reinstall everything or whatever it does.
Yeah.
And it was there because we did it. Not that I was going to play it again. I just was like, fuck this. And I deleted it, which means nothing. They don't care. But like, I would have just left that forever, really.
Yeah.
But like, if someone like me who, is not a big gamer or whatever is like, this can't be good for the industry. Surely other people think similarly. But luckily, though, we've got this from a spokesperson at NetEase, no name on it.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah.
This is a group statement.
Yeah, we all
From
think this.
everyone and no one.
We recently made the difficult decision to adjust Marvel Rivals development team structure for organizational reason and to optimize development efficiency for the game. This resulted in a reduction of the design team based in Seattle that is part of a larger global design function in support of Marvel Rivals. We appreciate the hard work and dedication of those affected, and we'll be treating them confidentially and respectfully with recognition for their individual contributions.
That's terrific.
Is that money?
That sounds to me like they're trying to say we're going to individually speak to all these people and give them money, but they're not going to do it to anyone.
I can't imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, also, this is an article by 80 Level.
Okay.
I don't know. This was after it came out. Current estimates show that Marvel Rivals has earned $136 million in just 1 month and is on track to become one of the biggest live service games of all time. So, yeah, this is a free game.
Yeah.
And it still made that much money, and it crushed like that other one who did this. What's that other game? You know, that other one?
Overwatch?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Whatever, like immediately like rocketed to the top. It's everywhere. People talk about it all the time. I just think like you can't even... I know that this isn't for efficiency's reason. I know that it's just numbers on a spreadsheet and like it'll get some people higher up a bonus. I know exactly what this is. This whole bullshit statement is just...
You're calling these guys out.
I know.
On their BS.
Am I even allowed to do this?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool like that.
Yeah, pretty rebellious over here.
Yeah. Anyway, game's fine.
Look pretty fine. I didn't know what was going on, but
Yeah.
people are having a nice time, aren't they?
That's right,
They're
yeah.
adding new characters. Some of the Fantastic Four are in there.
They're in it now.
And then soon others will be in there.
Yeah.
All of them will be there.
Yep.
You have a team of the Fantastic Four. Pretty good.
I think they're probably going to do what they did with Overwatch 2. They're going to announce a second one, and all this is going to fall in the toilet. Because I think if it'll be that or something else. You can't run an organization like this and treat people this way, and it's not going to fall in the toilet. It's just going to happen. This is like a short-term gain for something that's going to happen worse.
Ain't that the
Mark my
truth?
fucking words on that. Write it down, everybody.
What precedent have you for saying that besides this happening dozens, if not hundreds of times before? James.
Good point. Good point.